The day is ripe to crown a champion here in New York City. We welcome you to the 2017 Dick's Sporting Goods High School Nationals presented by Gatorade. This tournament at Christ the King High School began with 8 of the best high school teams in the country. These are the last two standing. The #1 seed La Lumiere from LaPorte, Indiana, and Montverde Academy from near Orlando, Florida. Here is how these two teams made it to the championship game. Montverde rolled past Greensboro Day School from North Carolina. La Lumiere able to hang on against the 4-seed Findlay Prep, a 2-point victory after leading by as many as 15 in the second half. And we welcome you courtside. Ted Emrich and ESPN's National Director of Recruiting, Paul Biancardi. Tara Petrolino will join us in just a moment. So we have two powerhouse programs, elite talent all over the floor. But these are two teams that are fueled by the disappointment they felt here a year ago.
Yeah, great storylines in this game. La Lumiere lost this game last year. Montverde, they got knocked out in the semifinals by La Lumiere. Each team looking for redemption and a title.
You might wonder how it sounds, how it feels in the locker room right before a national championship game. Wonder no more.
Spring break and stay.
On second down, first throw of the year for Sparks. Going downfield, wide open man. And down the sidelines for a touchdown. 70 yards for Shallowater. Hayden Vanderoost blowing the top off the defense. Shallowater starts the season off with a bang. Jeremy Shepard, the point guard, playing with 2 personal fouls. White tees up another 3. Give it to him. Tie game and a timeout for UConn. And once again, the trouble spot late in the shot clock for USF. Jennifer the strip. Ahead to Jacob Evans, who can fly. He flushes it. 44-inch vertical on display. 5-point game as Fuller heaves it. And it's scored! The sophomore dialing upstairs, and somebody picked up the phone. Now 1st and 10 at the 45. Sparks keeping again, and he burrows forward for 3 this time to bring up 2nd and 7. Now, Sparks earned this job. Kobe Wood, Brian Wood's son, playing receiver and corner, started 6 games at Canyon Randall at quarterback last year as a junior. And Brian Wood will tell you, hey, I brought my son, started at the 5A level, and I chose Cutter. That tells you what I think about it.
Absolutely. Best compliment that you can give your quarterback.
Sparks on the move. 2nd and 7, looking to the corner, and it's caught deep in Idalou territory. A similar route to the touchdown. Caught by Brody Hendrick, lining up as a receiver. 32 yards.
Outstanding throw by Cutter Sparks. Again, rolling out to his left. He plants his feet, squares his shoulders, and he throws a dart right into Brody Hendrick. Hendrick makes a great catch on the sideline. Shallowater back in business.
Hendrick will line up all over the field for Shallowater. Now 1st down as Sparks sweeps to the right side. Sparks lowering his shoulder, and he's stacked up. Back to the pass to Brody Hendrick.
Yeah, take a look as he's rolling out to his left. The shoulder's getting square. You see the left shoulder leaning downfield a little bit, and that allows him to put the right finesse and touch on the ball, but he throws a perfect pass into Brody Hendrick. Outstanding job there by Cutter Sparks.
Hendrick, a good receiver last year, played a little slot. Much more receiver this season as a senior, lining up in the slot here on 2nd down and 5. Now Hendrick is the motion man. Give it to him on the jet sweep. Hendrick with room, stepping over a defender, and Hendrick is in for the touchdown. What a start for the Shallowater Mustangs, coming here to Idalou and jumping on top by 2 scores.
Well, the passing game, Ted, keeping them in this game and getting them the edge that they needed. And quite frankly, just so far in this ball game, they're executing flawlessly. Great open field run there by Brody Hendrick, but as you said, lined up in the slot. Goes to his left, takes that handoff, inside handoff, and turns it up for the touchdown.
Kramer once again a low line drive, but it is good. 14-0 in this first quarter. Shallowater has made the trip here to Idalou, and the Mustangs with big plays. Hayden Vanderoo 70 yards to the house. Brody Hendrick finishing off the second drive. Back-to-back scores. Shallowater in front. All right, Brendan, look forward to that. American Conference headlines. Cincinnati all alone at the top of the standings. Perfect mark in the league at 8-0 and 21 straight home wins for Mick Cronin's team.
I really like Cincinnati. Mick Cronin doing an unbelievable job with that Cincinnati club. I would not be surprised to see them go on a deep and long NCAA tournament run. Good defense. They got some excellent offensive players. Watch out, Cincinnati and Mick Cronin.
And speaking of defense, how about SMU and their long streak? Meanwhile, here in Houston, Cougars with a 4-point lead over UCF. Critical game for both teams, right in the middle of the conference standings, in the middle of the conference season, as they tip off February against each other. BJ Taylor fouled before the shot. That'll still lead to free throws. With UCF in the bonus, it'll be 1-1 for the Knights point guard.
Kelvin Sampson not happy with that call at all. And I think he has a pretty valid point. It looked like Robinson had really good position sliding his feet, and Taylor just kept trying to barrel right into him. Again, he was the one to initiate the contact, Taylor, but got the call, and Sampson still working the ref.
Without the jacket, that tie will follow in the second half, as we've seen all year.
Yeah, I think the jacket was off like probably 3 minutes into the game.
Never had a chance. Taylor brings UCF to within 2. Now steal by Taylor. Shovels it to Williams. Transition 3 for Matt Williams. The three-point gunner has UCF in front. Timeout, Houston. UCF has scored the last 7 points.
Well, Houston normally very good with the ball, one of the best in all of college basketball with the fewest turnovers, but right here, careless. Matt Williams makes him pay, and his release is so quick, and anywhere across half court, that guy is going to get it off. One of the best shooters in all of college ball.
Thursday, tomorrow, 7 Eastern on ESPN, a Big Ten matchup, Michigan State and Nebraska. Freshman Miles Bridges coming off such a huge game last week. Always streaming live as well on the ESPN app, and watch ESPN app. Bridges 33 points, breaking Scott Skiles' freshman scoring record against the Boilermakers. 5 of 8 from deep. Such a talented freshman. Just doesn't it feel that maybe Michigan State, they're always building to peak when it counts under Tom Izzo?
Anybody, anywhere, that's their motto. They will play you anywhere, they'll play anybody, and I like that. And he gets his guys, as you said, playing well when it matters.
Robinson is second, long 2. Houston back in the lead. UCF had just taken its first lead since it was 8-7. Final minutes of this first half. Williams back to the basket against Gray, who was right in his jersey, and the whistle blows. Gray with the foul.
And that's a nice job of recognition by Matt Williams. Realizing Gray got switched off to him, so instead of settling, try to take him back down into the post. And Williams is such a good scorer. We talked about the three-point shooting ability. Close to 4 threes per game. A guy that shoots a high percentage from beyond the arc, and really a difficult matchup on the perimeter.
Johnny Dawkins remembers his time at Duke as an assistant under Coach K. And Coach J.J. Redick, he says, Matt Williams, hey, listen, is he a National College Player of the Year? No, not like Redick, but he's capable of stretches like Redick where he goes unconscious.
And I would agree with that, and we've seen him again. His release is so quick, and if you give him any airspace whatsoever, most times he's going to make you pay.
Armani Brooks, the freshman, good shooter in high school, hasn't quite found the mark at the college level. Alley-oop try off the mark for Nick Banyard. Houston quickly the other way. Dodson with the deuce.
Transition defense for UCF. That was going to be a key theme in this game. Houston so good in transition.
Davis working down close to the basket against the freshman Brooks, and Davis scores it.
The conference tournament comes down to these two, A&M Corpus Christi and Sam Houston State. Islanders up 1 here in the 4th set. Can they close it out? Dig by Green. Griffith, one-handed set, and just bumped over. Free ball for A&M Corpus Christi. Moran down the line and off the chest of Griffith.
Great shot by Moran. She goes cross court so often, and that's where the defense had cheated. No one was there down the line, and so she's able to take some, getting this free ball pass, perfect set, and she rips it down the line.
2-point lead for A&M Corpus Christi. A lot of power behind that attempt by Vaughn. What a dig by Addison Miller, but her teammates could not recover. A&M Corpus Christi leading by 3 now.
Fitzsimmons, she hit a really good shot. It's amazing that Sam Houston State even got a hand on it.
21-18, and timeout called again with Sam Houston State down 3. Brenda Gray dropping to a crouch, talking with her team, trying to settle them down. She told us earlier today how much she loves this group, how they have come together this season. A tough start, a rugged schedule in non-conference play, then a rough start in conference play, losing 4 of their first 7, but they hit their stride in the middle of the conference season and have made the run in this conference tournament, and they hope that it continues to a 5th set.
She said she knew this was a special team and that they've had incredible chemistry all the way along, but they're not selfish. She said that none of them care about getting the spotlight, none of them care about the stats line. They just want to go out there and play and win, and they love being together. She's like, that's all I could ask for. You really, as a coach, can't ask for anything else.
So Sam Houston State down by 3. Of course, the FCS playoffs on the way. You talk about, oh, it's almost basketball season. Well, it's about time for the best part of football season in Division I. Central Arkansas from the Southland Conference will host Illinois State in the first round. Of course, Sam Houston State earning a bye, the number 5 seed. The Southland Conference always a threat in the FCS playoffs, and they've got 2 teams who can make a run. Texas A&M Corpus Christi to serve out of the timeout. Sherman feathers it over. Moran cross court. Kilpatrick the dig back in the game for Sam Houston State. Fitzsimmons there at the net defending things, and A&M Corpus Christi opens up a 4-point advantage.
The Islanders have had a lot of success with Moran and Fitzsimmons these last few points. Moran really coming on, opening things up for Fitzsimmons as well.
Madison Green serves it. Vaughn loading up, and a missile going cross court for Sam Houston.
Taylor Vaughn, I mean, that was impressive. I just sort of Jordan Vaughn out of nowhere. I mean, it wasn't like it was this quick, fast set. She had an off-speed, high outside set, and she just rips it.
JoJo Vaughn keeping Sam Houston State alive. Fitzsimmons blocked at the net by Cunningham. Sam Houston within 2 now.
Fight, fight, fight. They do not give up, this Bearcats team.
And Claire Kilpatrick will serve.
They never look rattled.
Oh, Kilpatrick finds the tape. Service error.
She's upset with herself after that one. You know, right now, every point means so much. Islanders now 2 points away from their championship.
Madison Woods, the sophomore from San Antonio, to serve it. Jump serve. Griffith to Cunningham. Gilpin at the net. Sarah Sherman firing. And she's able to hit near the attack line. Sam Houston State down 23-21.
Caught the Islanders on their heels. I mean, it's really a very diggable ball. It goes high off the block, not something that should be too tough for them to get, but the Islanders leaning back weren't able to get in on that dig.
Can Brianna Homer deliver on this serve? Kopetka receives it. Gilpin off the top of the block from Griffith. and out. Set point, match point for Texas A&M Corpus Christi.
Gilpin in the front row usually spells good things for the Islanders.
Championship point. And A&M Corpus Christi serves it with Klepetka. Klepetka the dig on Vaughn. Gilpin off the top of the block. Griffith sets it up for Cunningham. Rejected. Griffith once more, this time for Vaughn. Off the top of the block and off Woods. Sam Houston State still alive.
Once again, Vaughn making a huge swing off of a set that wasn't necessarily something that you would typically swing that big off of. She got an outside set off the net, and she just rips it.
Once again, championship points. Gilpin hammers it down, and Texas A&M Corpus Christi will dance again. Back-to-back championships in the Southland Conference for the Islanders, and the Conference Player of the Year, Brittany Gilpin.